Hello everyone, the Belgian Cheese here, and welcome to my walkthrough of Thinking with Time Machine. Now this is actually a mod or something of a DLC, I guess, for Portal 2. It has been released by someone completely different, like a separate developer. It's a free mod, it's basically just like a spin-off a bit, using the Portal 2 engine, I guess. And I'm just gonna be showing you guys all of the puzzles in case you get stuck or if you have no clue what's going on. Anyway, if you are playing this, you probably played Portal 2 before, and if you have finished it, you will recognize the ending there, which put you in a nice field, finally free, but apparently that's not really what happened, because you are still in the facility, the testing facility, and it was all just an illusion. So let's get right back to testing. As you see here, we got our girly friend again. If you jump, you got a little bit of a pot belly, but don't worry about that. Let's get right to it. Now these first couple of assignments are basically like the testing, like the learning process, just showing you what's going on here with this mod. Basically this screen shows it all. You're gonna press R to record, you got this little device in your hand, then you're gonna press Q to finish recording. If you press F, it's gonna replay the recording, and it's basically gonna just put a clone of yourself right there, just as you acted. So let's record here. As you see, the light turns red. Stopped recording, it turned blue. And just replay it. There we go. We got a clone of ourselves standing on the button, which opened the door. Simple as that. Now this is actually a pretty cool design, if you ask me. It reminds me a little bit of a game called Braid that was released a couple of years ago. Okay, so we recorded ourselves there. What you can do is you can give yourself a little boost up this hill here, up this slope. Gonna do the exact same here again. Just record, crouch, stand up and jump, and then you can finish recording and replay it, and you can basically just boost yourself up a small edge there. There we go. So yeah, the mod has a lot of potential. It doesn't have that many testing chambers right now. I'm hoping they will add more eventually. Let me show you what's going on here. If we press that button, there's a little cube coming out. Lasers going on. What we have to do to open the door is insert the cube here, stand on the button, and that will open the door. Now of course we cannot go off the button, because that will close the door again, and we cannot go through the lasers. So what we have to do is make our clone do the exact thing we did before. So I'm going to start to record here. I'm going to take the cube, put it in here, and I'll stand on here, and just stand on here until it resets basically. There we go, stop the recording, and all you have to do right now is just stand here and play the recording. As you see here, that's the exact clone of what I did there. And he's gonna do everything I did. He's gonna even pick up the cube, press buttons, everything. That's really sweet. There we go, that's all. Now if you played Portal 2, you're gonna see points here to insert portals, which is obviously the main part of Portal itself. But up here, as you see, you can try and think of ways to do it, but really the most simple way is probably what you don't expect at first. You can basically just boost yourself up here instead of using the portal gun at all, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Once again, record yourself giving a boost and just use it to boost yourself. There, that's all. Okay, so we come up to the very first real test chamber here after doing that little trial run. Let me show you what the button does. It basically just produces a cube for you to play with. Now there's two buttons in this room, and we obviously have to get up on that platform right there. As you see, we have to press both buttons at the same time to raise the platform. What we need is to get ourselves up there with a little boost, but don't stop the recording yet, just keep recording and record your clone to stand on the button here. So what you're basically going to do, you're going to boost yourself up, and then you're going to wait for the clone to press the button and raise the platform. So nice little interaction there. It's a pretty neat idea. So here you are going to have to use the portals for the first time to get this cube in the next room, where you have to place it in the little cube button thingy that will open the door and get a platform going there. Now you have to use the portal to get back up here. If you played Portal 2, this is very easy, of course, you know what you're doing. It's basically just all the thing with the time, the recording, which will be new, but the rest will be very familiar. As you probably know, these things just launch you a nice distance. We need to get a cube there for the button. So all there is to do here, press the button. And that's not really what you expect, is it? Uh-oh. Sounds like something bad is gonna happen. And look at that, the Borealis. Still waiting for Half-Life 3, Gabe. Give it to me. Okay, so you're just gonna go in the hole that the Borealis made, and you're gonna hear the two little robots from Portal 2 have a talk about you. There they are, the little robots from the co-op. Now what you want to do here is just, you need to get in this door here, but you have to sit through the little conversation before it opens, so just sit around and wait for him to finish the conversation. Basically, the conversation they're having will explain you what has happened after Portal 2. So basically, these two little robots, they got you back in the facility. Well, that's how I interpreted it, at least. So they got you back in the facility to test for them. After they have finished their own testing, they just want to manage manage the facility themselves. As you get in here finally, you're gonna see some shiny stuff. What you want to do first, click the keyboard. This will show you the ending of GLaDOS. There she goes. Then you want to click this little fax thing here. This will show you the GLaDOS sending an SOS to go back in time to fix her breaking down, I suppose. And then you can have this little control panel here. What you want to do is you want to check off the little button and you want to check off the door. Just use the action button and there you go. The door opens. I wish all the puzzles in this game were as easy as that. So we just want to run back there right now. Go on the little jumpy thingy. What is it called? I have no idea actually. I think it was explained in Portal 2, but it has been a long time since I played that. Alright, coming up to number 2 here. So there's a little laser thingy going on. You got the button. Now you want to get over here, but obviously you need to give yourself a little boost because it's too high. We've been over this, so that should be no problem. You got the little laser receiver right there, which will open the door. What you want to start off with is to click the button, and you get these two little cubes. Now these are special cubes, they will redirect a laser that goes in them. You want to pop them through the little hole here, because if you take them through the force field, it will destroy them, of course. You want to get back there. Oh. Sometimes these little boosts you create, they get a little bit buggy where you can get stuck in the clone, but most of the time it's just me being impatient and not doing a long enough recording of the clone, I think. There we go, you want to put that little cube in there. That will enable the laser. As you see, it will also redirect the laser. And you want to redirect it exactly to where I did it. There we go, you want to boost yourself again. Right over it, along with the little laser cube. And now you just want to redirect it into the receiver. And that's all there is to it. Not too hard, right? Number 3. Now you get 3 little cubes here right away, so you don't have to feel lonely. There's a little laser thingy right there that you can't pass through. If you take the elevator down, you can see the 3 buttons that you need to put those cubes in. Now you cannot jump through this laser thingy. If you drop the cubes in, they will get destroyed by the poison down there, and if you take them down the elevator, they will get destroyed by the force field. So here's a trick. You just record yourself to toss them down one by one. Just take it easy. You want to make sure you have enough time to receive them from the other end once you start the recording. There we go. Now you can stop to record. You go back down and you play record. You press play, I mean. There we go. Now your clone is gonna toss the cubes down one by one. You just want to receive them here and put them behind you. Now don't run to the buttons right yet. Just wait for all 3 of them, because you don't want to miss them. There we go. Easy as that. Now just pop these suckers in and the door will open. This actually feels a little bit like co-op, except you have to also tell the other player exactly what to do, like record their every move, which is kind of nice. Coming up to number 4 here. So this might seem a little bit intimidating at first. You might not know what to do. Let me just show you what's going on here. You got the little force field right there. You got a force field here. And the side we were just on is where you get the first cube. So as you see, there's force fields everywhere, and we have to get to the cube all the way from the left side all the way to the right side without crossing any force fields, because that will destroy the cube, of course. Now there is the button that will enable the cube, so you just want to give yourself a little boost there. I'll be honest, it took me a little while to find that button, because you don't really expect it to be on the ceiling right there. Just make sure you give yourself enough time with the recording. As you see, if you make the recording a little bit too short, you tend to get stuck in their body and it's not going to work, so just give yourself a second or two. Should be plenty. And now we press that button, there is going to be a cube on the left side that we want to get. Now of course the trick to getting the cube to the other side, since we cannot let it touch any force fields. Let me show you that. If you put it on the ground right there, it's just going to get destroyed. So we have to like hand it over to ourselves. What we're going to do is we're going to record ourselves, handing the cube over. Then we're going to go to the other side of the lasers. And you're just going to press play. And your clone should be around with the cube and you're just going to receive it. Be careful not to let it touch the force field on the ground here, because that will destroy it. Now what I like to do here is to put the cube exactly on the 4th line here and record ourselves, handing it off here. But do not drop it this time, because that will destroy it obviously and you have to start over. And then just put it back on the 4th line of the floor here, tiles. Just so your clone is going to be able to pick up the cube, since if you put it somewhere else, the clone is obviously not going to pick up the cube. So just going to press play there and do the exact same thing, pick it up again. And be careful about putting it on the floor, because that will destroy it. And then just pop it in here. Now instead of opening the door, this is going to give you another cube. And you can enjoy doing the same thing, the exact same thing all over again, except in the other direction. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, I don't need to explain this all over again. It's easy enough. Just put it back on the 4th line right there. Yeah, we've been through this. Let me just say, this is a really interesting addition to Portal 2, if you ask me. Now, of course, making puzzles with all these, the more options you have, making puzzles is going to be a lot harder. And the portals themselves don't really come into play that much here. It's mostly like the time machine. Do be careful about this laser here, don't stand in it because it will kill you. Just redirect the laser into the hole and that's what it's all about. There we go, that's the end of this one. Number 5 here. Now there is a lot of stuff going on here. It can be a little bit confusing at first. You got this little button that does nothing at first here. You got another button that will open the door. This one. But obviously we want to get the little cubes first, and there is a button right there. Just give yourself a boost once again. Yeah, once again I fucked it up. Yeah, just make sure you do it long enough, because else you're gonna get stuck in the clone's body for some reason. Or maybe it's just me. There we go, we get a little round cube. Now it took me a while to figure this out, but you can put the round cube into the hole on the ceiling right there. What you want to do is you want to put a portal there, but as you see, when I start to record, the portals disappear also when you start to replay. So what you want to do is you want to record here and replay, and then once you hit play, you want to hit the portal, not like that. As you see, when I click it, it's disappearing. But you want to do it now, there. And then run through here with the cube. And put that on there. Now right here was a force field. If you didn't have that cube there, it would destroy your portals, and you need those. Alright, there we go. So now we created a portal between the two sides. What we want to do here, as you see, there is more buttons on the ceiling right there. What we want to do is take the round cube, take it through the portal, and just pop it in here. There we go. Now don't get confused by that square button on the ceiling, because that actually does nothing at all. Just ignore that one. As you see, when we stand on this, it opens everything. So basically all it took is the two buttons, the one on the round one on the ceiling and that square one right there. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna get the cube back, and I'm gonna put it on there. Oh, there's a button right here to open the door again, or I could just use my clone again. There we go. So all we have to do now is just use this jumping device, and that's all. Really not that hard. Alright, number 6. Now things are starting to get a little bit more complicated and more fun. The only thing we have to do here is get that cube from the ceiling there and put it on the button. But there is only one way to go, and that's down here. Now you got this little room here. There's a force field all around the ground. So you can't use portals right now, and you need to get 2 cubes here and press 2 buttons at the same time. Now when you press this button, it's gonna create 2 little cubes. The force fields will disappear for a time, but it is on a timer, so don't slack. You have to hurry up here. Don't think you can just move the button, the cube slowly, because that will not work. So what you want to do here is you want to start a recording of your clone. You want to press the button. You want to pop a portal right there. Make another portal here. Grab the cube, go through the portal and put it in. There we go. And then you want to stand your clone on the other button. And just keep recording until the timer resets. There we go. Now all you have to do is go and get the other cube yourself. Press the play button. That will make your clone do his side of the job. Now make sure you already stand here because you won't have enough time since you can't use the portal yourself to go back here. There we go, exactly good. Now when that opens you want to be quick here, put 2 portals down and go through it just before everything resets. There we go. And now we are on the other side of the room here. There we go, on the other side of the lasers there. Now what we want to do is we want to use this jumping device. Land on that one and come out on that side. So let me just do that again and put an orange portal right on that side. There we go. Now once you go through that you want to be quick here because there is a button on the ceiling that you need to press. There we go. And it will fling you across the other side. Make sure you press the action button to pick up the cube there. Now you are back on the other side of the room here. Do not, I swear, do not go back in that hole because you will be stuck there and you have to do it all over again. So just go back through your portal, take it easy, and all there is to do now is to try and get on that edge right there. Now sometimes it works easy with this flinging device. Worked for me before, but right now it seems I'm falling a little bit short, but no worries. We can just also let ourselves fling through our portal again and just wait for us to get back on the other side and then just strafe in mid-air. Obviously we cannot get that key back, the cube, to put on the button, so you're just gonna have to use your recording device, of course, or your time machine, whatever it's called. It is basically like a recording device in my opinion. There we go, that's all. Coming up to number 7 here already. Now there isn't too many rooms in this game yet, in this mod. There we go, we start off with the cube. We cannot put the cube down anywhere, we cannot cross this with the cube. As you see, there is some places to put portals right there. But do not get distracted by them, we are not going to be using them at all. Now there's probably a way to use them, but it's not necessary. Just once you press these buttons, for a short while the force fields will disappear. So what we want to do is actually just record our clone to press the buttons one by one. I will show right here. There we go, start record. Press the first button. Second. Just take it easy so you have plenty of time. Once you start playing, there we go, just stand your clone on the button here. I'm still recording, by the way. Just give yourself enough time to go through the door in the end. There we go, I stopped it now. Just run all the way back and get the cube. There we go. Just be careful not to let it touch any of the force fields, and you just press play. There we go. And just wait for your clone to press the buttons for you. That's all there is to it. As you see, there's probably a way to do it with the portals, but it would be way more complicated probably than just walking through here. There we go. She's just standing on the button. I put this on there, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, sweet. Room number 8 here, and this is where things get a little bit complicated. There is just so much going on here that it might confuse you at first. So basically you got 2 identical sides, but on this side you got a round button, on the other side you got a square button. Now once you press one of these buttons on the side here, you will get a cube. Now on this side you get a square cube, but the square cube hole is actually on that side. So what you need to do, you have to do it at the same time basically. So you want to record your clone to go put this cube on the other side. There we go. Just put the portals first. Grab the cube and run through them. Now be careful not to let it touch the ceiling. There we go. And just drop it right there into the button. Now you might say, well, that didn't do anything because there is a force field, but of course once you press your own button and press the play button at the same time, both of the force fields are gonna be gone and it's just gonna drop onto the button there. So just basically do the same thing over again while also having your clone do it at the same time, and that will just give you a short window to get through the door. Wow, that actually was a very good puzzle. And I'm really sorry, this is Chamber 9 and it's already ended. So in my opinion, this was a very well thought of mod. And I would really love to see more maps for this. I don't know if it's possible to map for it yet. Please let me know that in the comment. If there is like custom maps, I will play them for you if you want that. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed that and maybe it was helpful for you, maybe not. Just leave me a like and subscribe and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm just gonna have you guys enjoy the short little ending that's going on here, so I'm just gonna shut up. I'll see you guys later, bye bye.
What? Why are you still here? You are free.